Should have some hair on the top of it.
On that hot take.
On that note,
Oh, we might lose power, fellas.
start the episode.
Go get the generator.
This is actually the perfect background
It
for
is.
this
For Delphine,
fucking
yes, I was
episode.
about to say. If you can hear it through.
Honestly,
It's a
it does
sign!
it does get very graphic.
Let's go.
Like,
Let's get it.
Very, very graphic. On tonight's episode of Bayou Channel Zero, my name's Alec, and I'll be hosting this episode, telling the story. I have Joris, Lionel, Nick, and Gage with me. We'll be talking about Delphine LaLaurie. Yeah, I wouldn't be cheering for her at all.
Why not?
Sorry.
She is a very horrible, horrible person.
Was she cute?
No.
Oh,
No.
I guess it
No.
depends on your definition of cute.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, maybe some people would think that she's cute. People named Nicholas would possibly think that she is cute.
Yeah, well. There's a lot of things I'm learning about myself today. Apparently,
Apparently,
I was married to Leonard.
Yeah, and he
No, you are
also
Or
yeah,
I am Leonard.
yeah, you
Yeah.
are Leonard,
right.
and you have a PhD.
Ah. I could work with that.
Anyways, so
Imagine that.
continuing with it, Delphine LaLaurie, she was born in the 1700s, like mid 1700s. No, I do not have the date for it, but for you, Lionel, I know that you're very, you're passionate about
Very
this. You
detailed.
want the
want the
date.
details.
So, with that being said, just for you, buddy, I'll look it up.
I appreciate that.
Sick.
It's very important to me.
I'll allow it.
So, Delphine LaLaurie was born March 19th, 1787.
Oh, so you're saying she was a Leo?
In New Orleans. If you follow the Zodiac,
I don't know
if
that's
you follow
actually-
the Zodiacs, I
Yeah.
have no idea. Possibly a Leo. I don't know.
Put it
because-
down in the comments if
yeah,
you know.
if you know. You
you
know.
you
So-
moon crystals.
Delphine LaLaurie grew up in a very prestigious Creole family. So the biggest distinction between Creoles and Cajuns
Is they put
is
tomatoes
that
in their
Creoles,
gumbo.
yeah, Creoles put tomatoes in their gumbo.
That's why she became
Blasphemous.
a horrible person.
Yes, that's exactly
That's where it
why.
began.
That's where it began.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tomatoes and Jordan Roux.
I think
All-
I'd want to kill somebody too if
All that other stuff pales in comparison
If I had a slice
to her
of
putting
tomato
tomatoes
in
in
my
her.
gumbo,
Understand.
somebody's dying.
So I get that. Y'all are very passionate about it.
100%.
Not putting tomatoes in your gumbo.
Correct.
Bayou
Exactly.
Channel Zero, everyone here on the staff, none of us put tomatoes in your gumbo. If you put tomatoes in your gumbo, out. Get
Yeah.
out. Go listen to something else.
you on a different body
We're
than
lying.
we are.
You can still listen to us.
Yeah.
Just we don't really like you too much.
We don't like your gumbo. I'm sorry.
Your gumbo tastes like.
But you can stay. So, anyways, being that she was Creole, stuff like that, she was in a lot of the inner circles, a lot of her culture, this, that, and the other, with like the upper echelon of New Orleans. So she came from money. She married into money with her first husband, and for you, Lionel, I got you, buddy.
Not that
Her very first husband.
it's not that important. You don't have to say it.
No, I will.
But
Her
you can for the
very
viewers.
first husband, Ramon de Lopez, was her first husband.
Spanish.
That she married when, Gage? What was her age?
13.
13.
13.
At 13 years old, she got married.
Ew.
That's
disgusting.
that's gross.
It
It's
is
up the
pretty
times,
good.
though.
By today's standards, like you say,
Yeah.
Gage. Yeah.
It's natural back then.
Yeah. I love the background of this because I could literally hear the thunder.
Yeah, I can now hear it. In the
Yeah, it's great.
Perfect.
So, she had her first husband at 13. They had a lot of money. Husband ended up passing away. And after that, she moved on to her second husband.
What happened to the first?
You know he's gonna want to know how the first husband passed away.
You want to know?
Did she kill him?
No, he got either eaten by a vampire or became a rougarou.
I'll tell you.
You would.
I will tell you right now, actually. Or I won't, because it shows nothing.
Oh, that was good.
That was a perfectly timed thunder.
It shows
It's like
nothing.
she's listening.
She doesn't want us
Yeah,
to know
she's
this
pissed.
information.
She's pissed
Yeah,
right
she's
now.
pretty pissed.
She's turning over in her grave.
So
And
if-
that's
if-
where we end the episode.
Right.
If this
Ramon is
episode gets
pissed.
cut,
It's her and Marie
it's her
LaVaux
and
coming
Marie
at us
LaVaux
right
coming after us because we've been talking A lot
Been
about
talking
their
mad shit
information.
Mad
Yeah.
noise about them.
So after Ramon, she ended up marrying her second husband, who is the one who actually built the house. Okay. So
The second
he
husband?
built, the second husband built the house, which, if I'm not mistaken, it wasn't always called LaLaurie Manor. I think it was under a different name before, but now it's known as LaLaurie Manor.
I mean, I would
Because
assume
I
that
think
was the
she-
Yeah,
second
because his
husband.
last name wasn't LaLaurie.
God damn, she really
That
is
is
pissed.
great. That is awesome.
I love this. I could sleep today.
So they had a lot of money. She was a gold digger. 100%. She was a gold digger. She was just marrying into money. She just wanted money. She just wanted to get richer and this, that, and the other. She wanted to stay in that upper echelon. You know, host all these parties, own all these slaves, do all these things that she was accustomed to doing. Then she ended up meeting her third husband after her second marriage fell out. So she met her third husband.
You feel this house.
Yeah, this is bad. Like, I've been seeing a
Leonard.
battle like this in a while.
Leonard Nicholas LaLaurie was her third husband. Okay? So her third husband was a doctor.
Dude, it like statics before the lightning
Yeah.
hits. I was wondering where that came from.
Her third husband was a doctor, so obviously he had a lot.
Golly.
He is pissed right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He had a lot.
We're so sorry. Please don't kill us.
Yeah. He had a lot of obviously medical background, stuff like that. LaLaurie, like Madame LaLaurie, was a very
Madame.
curious person, you know. So she was always into all these experimentations, learning about the human body, stuff like that. So where the tales differ about her is the American Horror Story version, which is fucking trash. The American Horror Story version, the historical version of Delphine LaLaurie. So the American Horror Story version verges on her being the New Orleans version of Elizabeth Bathory. So Elizabeth Bathory was a Hungarian duchess who literally kidnapped and held women hostage, especially virgins, and she would like drain them of their blood and bathe in their blood to stay young, drink their blood, stuff like that.
Vampire.
Vampire.
Yeah.
How
So-
did they know about to do this? They just decided
No
to do
idea.
it one day?
Just one day, just decided, hey, you wanna what? I'ma cover myself in blood.
Yeah, it's gonna help me.
It's gonna make me young.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like with Father Sack. you
Yeah.
know?
I think there
Taking
was.
the blood and fat of young children.
I think there was some kind of historical, like, witch doctor magic, opposed to like, so if you cover yourself in the blood of virgins, it was believed to like keep you young forever.
I have heard that. I have heard of that.
It is possible. So, the thing is, especially with Delphine LaLaurie and the American Horror Story side, what she did in American Horror Story was very different than, well, not very different, but different from what actually happened. So, whenever she had these slaves, the way that she would discipline these slaves was way worse than what was protected by the actual law. Because back then, you could beat your slaves. You know, you could beat them, you could do whatever to discipline them to an extent. She was going way beyond this extent. Way beyond it. Like, literally got a special room built on the second floor of her house to keep the slaves that acted up in that part of the house, away from the rest of the slaves, and I'll get into that. So, the thing with LaLaurie, she kept this facade up that she treated her slaves kindly, you know, out in public. Hey, yeah, you fell and, you know, skinned your knee. That's okay. It's gonna be okay. And then, like, takes them back home and just beat the crap out of them, you know, like, tortured them, you know, and then, like, once she was at home, she treated them way freaking differently, you know, like, cursed at them, called them, like, derogatory terms, stuff like that, even with the kids and stuff like that, treated them like crap, you know, So she would have all these lavish parties. The people would come in, they would see the slaves and like see the bruises and cuts and marks and all on them. And then the rumors started to spread that she was keeping some of them, the worst ones, like locked up and, you know, this, that, and the other. Well, it spread so much that this lawyer ended up going to her house to investigate it, and all of the slaves were on their best behavior.
How convenient.
Exactly. Like, all of them were on their best behavior, and all of them, you know, no, none of us are getting, you know, abused or anything like that. No. Yeah, well, all the ones that were being horrifically abused were obviously not able to, you know, talk whatsoever.
They're locked in the room.
Yeah, they were locked in the room. So the thing is with LaLaurie, and it's a very sensitive thing, and I apologize to anybody that may get offended by this, you know, especially with the slavery thing and all, but it is a part of, you know, American history and Louisiana history. But the thing is, she was actually found to have been abusing the slaves because people started noticing more and more, besides with the rumors and stuff like that, speculations. You wanna know what the police did about that?
Nothing.
Probably nothing.
Nothing.
She had to pay a fine. Okay?
I'm surprised they gave her that much.
The fine was that she had to give up 9 of her slaves.
Oh.
To be sold at auction.
Oh,
Such a
I mean,
punishment.
it's not the worst thing. I mean, it's not the best thing, but it's also not the worst thing. I mean,
Yeah,
at least
I mean,
9 of the slaves.
rescued this 9 slaves.
Right.
How many she had?
And
How many slaves
rescue
she had?
is
Yo.
loosely said because
Yo,
it's not
yo.
like they becoming free.
Right.
Y'all think that they were rescued?
No.
Or they
Well, I mean, if she has to go to an auction, all she
they
has to do is buy them
Bought and
back.
resold to her?
come on.
They were bought by her second cousin,
Oh my.
who was the mayor of New Orleans,
Oh my gosh.
and sold back to Delphine. And they were locked up. And they were tortured. You know, so
Yeah.
this had gone on for years. You know, at this time, LaLaurie had 2 daughters and other kids, but the 2 daughters are important with this because the 2 daughters had started noticing, especially like what the hell their mom was actually doing to these slaves, and they wanted to free them. You know, like, look, we're going to get y'all out. You know, and they didn't. They couldn't get them out. Delphine caught on to it. Not only beat the shit out of the slaves, but beat her daughters very badly. You know, and that's one thing that American Horror Story does get right. You know, like, she beat the crap out of her daughters, you know, for trying to help the slaves. Now, one thing that they do get wrong is that one of the daughters was impregnated by the slaves, but I digress. Anyways.
Anywho.
I'm sure that would
Anyway.
have sent Delphine.
Absolutely. 100%. So after this, LaLaurie is in full paranoia mode. She's like, I can't trust anybody, and none of y'all are going anywhere. So y'all all staying here. Everybody's staying here. I'm locking the doors. We're gonna have one more party. So in 1810, she had another party. During said party, the cook of the house, a 70-year-old woman, her name is not mentioned.
Feel like cooler if it was.
In any of the stories that I'd read, that her name wasn't mentioned. I mean, you got to think that she was a slave. More than likely, she didn't have a name.
Right.
You know. So she had a slave, 70 years old, that LaLaurie felt like she was going to escape. And what she did was she chained her ankle to the oven. Chained her ankle to the oven. That woman was not allowed to leave at all. She couldn't go use the restroom. She couldn't go to bed. She slept, used the bathroom, and lived by that oven. Before the party, there was a 12-year-old slave girl that was brushing LaLaurie's hair. Okay. And she hit a snag in her hair. And whenever she did that, LaLaurie jerked, and the little girl took off running, went up to the roof of LaLaurie Manor. Now it's speculated that the girl was pushed. So some accounts say that the girl was pushed by LaLaurie. Other accounts say that she jumped because she was terrified of what was to come.
The consequences.
Yeah, the consequences of what was to come, because the little girl knew. All the slaves knew, you know, what the hell was happening in the attic, and they couldn't do anything about it. And that's the worst part about all of that. Now, it's about to get very gruesome. So, if you have a weak stomach, I apologize. You could turn it off. You don't have to listen to the rest of it, but it is about to get very gruesome, and I apologize. So, during said party, you have the upper echelon of New Orleans there. The mayor, the politicians, you know, everybody. It's, you know, the who's who is there. Well, during said party, the cook, 70-year-old cook that I had told you all about, had enough. She just had enough. She was ready to check out. She was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm gonna catch myself on fire and burn this down.
Wow.
So, what did she do? Get some oil, douse herself in the oil, and get herself on fire. The house caught. Everybody in the house started panicking. I mean, the house is on fire. You are a firefighter. You know. you know.
First thing to do, panic. That's what people do. That's the first
Step
thing people
one,
do.
panic.
Yeah.
Stop, drop, and roll. Out of the question.
It does not go into your mind. When you catch on fire, that's the last thing you're going to think of.
Panic.
Yeah. You're going to run around.
Yeah. You're
Like,
gonna run around.
yeah.
You're gonna panic.
Stop, drop, and roll
Yeah.
goes out of your head.
So,
What is that?
stop, drop, and roll, or panic.
Both.
Both.
Yes.
Yes.
So what ended up happening was everybody panicked, everybody ran for the door. Well, everybody knew about LaLaurie's slaves. You know, knew that she had slaves. Not about what she was doing to said slaves. You know. So what ended up happening was bystanders that were just passing by, because LaLaurie's house is in the French Quarter, it's still there. The majority of the house was burned, but not destroyed. Okay? So, they knew that she had slaves. And they were like, oh shit, we need to go in there and get the slaves out. You know, like, they shouldn't go out like this. They shouldn't burn alive, this, that, and the other. So they start bum rushing towards the door. She starts freaking the out because she knows what the hell's in the attic. They have no idea what's in the attic.
Right.
No idea. So she's like, no, they're out. Yeah, they're out. No, motherfucker, they are not out, dude. Like,
They are very much
They
in.
are very much in there. We're
They are
going in. My brother in Christ. Listen. They bum rushed the entire house. And when they got to the last door, the attic. Yeah, so it's staircase, door. Yeah. Door was locked. They heard muffled screams behind the door. Yeah. So they heard muffled screams behind the door. They busted the door down. Two of the grown men that went in there, threw up, and fucking ran out. They like, what? Oof. Oh, shit. You know, ran out. Because they found her experiments.
Oh, God.
That went in there. And I'm going to call them experiments. Because that's what they were in her sick, twisted way. They were experiments. Delphine LaLaurie had such a fascination with the human body and the way that it worked. And I say that very loosely because it's borderline her being a serial killer. LaLaurie would literally break her slaves' bones and force them to grow back disfigured. So she would break them, shred the arms. So you could about imagine, your arms being almost a foot longer than what the hell they're supposed to be, your joints dislocated, you know, all kinds of stuff. And that's just for the people that were chained to the walls. She had people chained by the neck, wrist, and ankles and waist to beds that were up there. Spike collars, stuff like that, to where if they put their heads down, they're getting a spike straight through their jaw. The people that were on the beds were disemboweled
Oh my
and
god.
tied to the beds with their intestines.
What?
And there is one woman in particular that
Jesus.
Delphine LaLaurie took that woman's feces, stuck it in her mouth, and sewed her mouth shut to where she couldn't scream anymore.
Yeah.
And then sewed her eyelids shut. So,
I think they should have put LaLaurie back in her house while it was burning.
it gets
Yeah.
worse.
It gets worse.
Yes. There's also accounts of people seeing in the room a woman, and I mean, this is very messed up, but a woman that LaLaurie broke her legs and her spine and forced her limbs out like this, and essentially forced her to relearn how to walk like a crab, sideways and stuff. Yeah, so whenever the bystanders saw that, the two guys that ran out, like threw up, ran out, went outside, told everybody what the hell they saw. A whole, essentially lynch mob, you know, for lack of a better term, a whole mob rushed in and tried saving as many people as they could, and then they turned coat and just started destroying everything in the house that wasn't bolted down. And then even the stuff that was bolted down was destroyed. Essentially, all that was left in the freaking house was char marks on the walls. Everything else was fucking destroyed. The cook survived.
Huh?
Yes.
He
The
survived.
Ow.
cook miraculously survived. Yep. She survived and she was rescued.
Did somebody put her out, or did
Yes.
she? Somebody
Someone
put her out. Wow.
And she said whenever she started, you know, healing and rehabilitating and stuff like that, now I say that very loosely because she is still an enslaved person,
Mhm.
she told them that she was done. She was ready to check out. She's done. So she thought that it would be better for her to light herself on fire than be tortured like the people in the attic.
Yeah.
She was then sold again.
To her second cousin.
No.
Okay.
So, no.
Good
So,
gracious.
You know,
yes.
as fucked up as that is,
Yeah.
which it is,
Oh, it's very messed up.
the fact that she thought burning herself alive
Mhm.
was the better option is just insane.
Oh,
Yeah, can you
lie now.
imagine being in that situation?
That speaks
But
volumes for what was in
Yeah,
that room.
Right.
Yeah.
You
Chose
know
to
how
burn herself.
hot a person has to like burn to.
oh yeah,
You know.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's and my favorite part about it is the fact that she got to see what she did to that house. That she survived. I wish she could have been freed after it, but
Absolutely, same.
but I'm glad she got to see, like, she destroyed that woman's whole
Yeah.
facade she had going.
She
Yeah.
essentially took down
Was
one of the
she-
most powerful women
Yeah,
in New
she
Orleans.
took her
Exactly.
down.
Yeah.
Was
And-
this the end of her reign?
Nope.
No.
Nope,
I'm about to say
I
she
still
could have
got more.
been-
Well, I'm glad it was at least over for
The
a
first
minute.
part.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
made waves.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
still got more. So
So this house
Hmm?
was for the third husband, right? or the second?
essentially
The second one built it.
the second one built it,
Right.
and the third one moved in.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's still there in New Orleans.
Okay.
It's changed hands so many times, and I'll get to that. Yeah.
I mean, I can imagine.
Yeah, so essentially the mob, after they rescued everybody, Delphine LaLaurie and her husband, they were shagging ass, dude. Like, I'ma just say that they were shagging ass. They were kicking rocks, they were dragging up, they done, dude. They turning in their hard hat, turning in their walkie-talkie, they done, dude.
I mean, I'm assuming the husband was kind of in on this.
Oh,
he had to know.
100%.
Had to have
That he
been.
had a medical background, dude. He
Right.
knew what to do to keep them alive, essentially.
Oh my
Right.
gosh.
You know, so...
You know,
It's crazy.
But
That made
that's
it worse.
speculated. A lot of people think that he's the one who was doing it and she was covering up for him. But whenever they saw how she was actually treating the enslaved people that she had, like they knew, oh, like
Yeah,
she's
she's
actually
doing
doing
it.
this as well. You know?
how does that mob let them get away?
Oh,
You at the
Really,
house.
though, like you see this
You
happening.
know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if they're gonna run into the house knowing they have the slaves up there,
that right there.
oh, they can
Yeah.
give me this,
Money.
and I'm
all
still
day,
gonna have
dude.
them on the ground.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
dude.
In the ground.
Sure,
Yeah.
hey, you have $20 you want to give me, which is probably $100,000 back then. Thank you. And now you still on the ground, you going to jail.
Yeah,
Like
you going to jail.
yeah, like
So what you'll like is the American Horror Story version, not the actual version. Okay.
I never watched the American
So
Horror
the
Story,
historical version, not the American Horror Story version. I'll tell you the historical version of the end of their shit, and then I'll tell you the American Horror Story version. You'll like that a lot more.
Did
So-
they break her bones and make her walk like a crab?
No. I'll tell you about that.
should have set her on fire and threw her in a barrel of fucking gasoline.
So what ended up happening was the mob noticed that her and her husband disappeared. They shagged ass. They took off straight to the docks. They went straight to the docks, and LaLaurie had the balls. Madame LaLaurie had the
The
balls.
cojones.
Exactly. As some would say, or the pot sacks. Go to Doomforged, and we actually have a pair of boxers called pot sacks. If that's what you're into, Beb, get you a pair. They're very comfortable. Doomforge.com. So, LaLaurie had the absolute pot sack to hang out of the carriage at the dock, seeing the mob charging at her, and she just waved. Smiled and waved at the mob,
no indeed.
watching her house burn up, knowing that she's gonna get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
Her and her husband jumped on a boat, untied the boat. Yep. Took
Oh.
off. You know where they ended up?
Florida.
Bayou the
Down the bayou. No, Paris, France.
God.
They took off and went all the way to Paris, France.
Damn.
Now, there's some speculation saying that LaLaurie died in France, but it's the way that she died. Okay? So she got in with all the nobles in Paris, all the high ups, the upper echelon, because she had all this money. You know?
Worked her way up the food chain like she did in New
Yes,
Orleans.
exactly. So she worked her way up the food chain, got up to the upper echelon, all of this stuff. She went on a hunting trip.
Oh. Miraculously. Accidentally.
Yep. It's about to be very convenient.
Absolutely convenient.
Very convenient for the enslaved people, but very inconvenient for her.
It's convenient for her.
She missed
It's
a
worth
wild
it.
boar. Shot and missed a wild boar. The wild boar charged her and ate her alive.
What?
Ate her alive.
That's not where I thought this was gonna go. They're
Nope.
about to say she accidentally got shot.
Dude, like there's an account saying that the boar actually dug its tusk into her abdomen, tore her abdomen open, and just started going to town. Dude.
Well
Still not
deserved.
enough.
Yeah.
Still not enough.
Speculated. Speculated. Not confirmed. Speculated. Okay.
She deserves more.
There's also
worse.
another. Oh yeah, there's also another account saying that after 2 years, 3 years, she came back to New Orleans and lived as a commoner till she died.
Doubt.
That would be like really stupid on her part because
Typical. You're right.
because she's so well known. I'm pretty sure like everybody still knows her face, knows her
Yep.
kind of. Why would you risk coming back and getting mobbed again?
No
No.
idea.
Right.
Now, unless that boar messed up her face enough to where she could have gotten away with it.
Exactly.
But I highly doubt someone as money hungry as her would have came back as a commoner.
Oh yeah,
Right.
and that's the weird part about it. There's actually a plaque in one of the cemeteries. I think it's the St. Louis Cemetery.
Louis 1?
Yeah, St. Louis 1. There's a plaque, Madame LaLaurie, you know, and then it's all in French, but it's Madame LaLaurie, born Delphine McCarthy, gives like the birth date, died in Paris, France, aged 60, whatever, because the actual plaque is worn off. You know, you can't see how old she was or anything like that. So either she died in Paris or she died in New Orleans. Either way, Delphine LaLaurie is trash. Hot garbage.
We should go piss on that plaque.
I would, honestly.
I want to go find it.
Why
Yeah,
is there even a plaque?
yeah, exactly.
like-
That's the weird thing. Like, dude, why?
Yeah, why are we paying memorial to this one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
literally would have had to have commissioned this plaque,
Yeah.
knowing what she did.
Right.
You know, and then mind you, all these accounts of what happened. Now, this is the weird part. All of these accounts of what happened came from one newspaper, the New Orleans Bee. The New Orleans Bee was the most popular newspaper in New Orleans at the time. Now, the New Orleans Bee was known for sensational stories, spinning tales, and, you know, all of these things. Now, not all of those details were in that. 100 years later, in 1942, I believe, 1942, a woman ended up writing a book with a bunch of ghost stories and stuff like that about New Orleans. She included the Delphine LaLaurie story, expanded
the
upon
detail.
it,
Yeah.
added details and stuff like that. What sucks about the story is it's very believable. Very believable.
Yeah.
None of it could be confirmed.
Yeah, how much was exaggerated if it's true at all?
No.
My name's Alec, and I'm with the Drunk Uncle Carl Shopping Network, and tonight we're going to be selling you something very important that I think that most of you, if not all of you, would benefit from. Is your AC vent saying your full government name? Is your Roomba cutting pentagrams into your rug? Well, I got the perfect thing for you. It's the Channel Zero Home Exorcism Kit. Inside of this home exorcism kit, what you'll find is very important things. You'll find a 5-foot piece of twine string. Now you might be asking yourself, Alan, what do I have to do with twine string? It just felt spiritually heavy. A piece of burlap. Why do you need burlap? It's ugly. You need it. We have the instruction manual right here. So what you're gonna have to do is zoom into it, because it is full of things written in cursive. It's very unfortunate for you, but fortunate for us watching you people struggle to read this. Next up, we have 3 wooden balls. What do these 3 wooden balls do? If a demon is chasing you, you just throw them down like that. Demons tripling balls, man. They tripping balls all the time. Lastly, as an added bonus for you, because demons, ghosts, ghouls, goblins, all of them, what they hate the most is the scent of holidays. So if you look here, we have a very special wax melt, home brewed by Drunk Uncle Carl himself. It smells like spiced apple cider. Demons hate that. Get them out of your house. Get them out of here. You don't need that. Now, the thing is that I have to forewarn you about with this, it is banned in 3 parishes. And it also got us kicked out of Hobby because we was trying to exorcise them of their demons. But shout out Linda. Besides the point, if you start using this, what you have to do is you read from the manual. You find the sentence that sounds the most French to you, just read it. Light the wax melts, your home's gonna smell great. If the room gets colder, it's working. If it gets warmer, we're not liable. So, you can own the BCZ Home Exorcism Kit, registered trademark, by the way, for to 7 payments bi-weekly, $9.99. Obviously, we benefit from this. You benefit from it. So, because of that, so you can't say it's highway robbery, we'll throw in a free bottle for 6 more bi-weekly payments of $9.99 of the Down the Bayou Demon Deterrent made of holy water and Tony's. Woo, yeah! No, what you gotta do is continue listening to this episode, and by the end of it, whoever has the highest cursing count gets this home exorcism kit for free. Only applicable to the staff of BCZ. Thanks for listening.
None of it could be confirmed.
Yeah.
So, with the American Horror Story ending, Marie Laveau played a very, very big part in Delphine LaLaurie's demise. Delphine LaLaurie ended up buying Marie Laveau's first husband.
As a slave?
Yes.
Oh. Was it the Rougarou?
Oh no.
If it was the first husband?
Much worse. Much worse. He was one of the enslaved people in her attic. Not only were his bones broken and distorted and he was disfigured. No.
Rougarou.
No. Much worse. She took a bull's head, decapitated a bull, hollowed it out, and sewed it onto his head and turned him into her Minotaur that she would sick upon the other enslaved people whenever they would act up. Marie
How
Laveau,
do you come up with this?
during the fire at the house. Oh, yeah.
How do you?
How do you think of this?
Dude, Marie Laveau at the fire of the house, she was in the mob. She ended up breaking into the attic and seeing Bastien, her first husband, knowing that it was him, but he was now a Minotaur and no longer a man. He was more beast than man. So Marie Laveau turns around and she's like, "Oh, dude, I'm about to get mine, bro."
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and she gets hers. She knocks out Delphine LaLaurie, gathers up her family, hangs every one of them in the tree in the front yard, wakes her up. Delphine LaLaurie's freaking out. And she's all like, "You need to bring me my family," because they doing that stupid Georgia accent that apparently we all have.
I don't need to bring you your family. I'm gonna bring you to them.
Now you listen here. You gonna bring my family to me? You know that.
I'm gonna bring you
crap.
pieces
Oh
of
my
them.
god, dude! It's so
I'm gonna
trash.
bring you to them.
Yes.
Then,
You'll see them soon.
Oh, dude! Then Marie Laveau turns and looks at Delphine LaLaurie, and she's like, "I don't even have to bring them. They're already here." You know. And then like LaLaurie looks up, and there's her daughters hung by the neck, strung up from the tree, hanging about 9 feet. You know, you could really in the shot, all you could see is their ankles. So I'm speculating the height of a fictional death in a fictional show. Her husband dead. And what do they do with LaLaurie? Marie Laveau curses her with immortality. She's gonna have to live forever. And every person in her bloodline will die. She'll watch that. Every single one of them's gonna die. And she curses her. And she takes her. And she puts her in a casket. Nails the casket shut. Buries her in the front yard underneath her now deceased family.
Jeez.
And I don't know, 200 years later, she's dug back up and forced to be a house servant for, what is it? The Madame Robichaud's school for girls, the witches and all of that. That's all American Horror Story Covenant's based in New Orleans, but very, very, very loosely. Yeah, no, that's Delphine LaLaurie.
Yeah, I don't know if I believe
she
that.
lived Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a little stretch.
Oh God, yeah.
Live for 200 years in a casket in the
Yeah.
ground.
Yes.
But
You'll
the
mind.
connection kind of does go with the devil, baby.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's the thing. Like, even with what Gage talked about with the Devil Baby episode, Marie Laveau brings the Devil Baby to.
But I wouldn't think
Delphine LaLaurie.
that Marie Laveau would have gave her a baby if she knew
The brutality.
he had her first husband.
Oh God, yeah.
Like that connection doesn't work.
Mhm.
And also the going to France thing doesn't really track the same either.
Yeah. It's just very weird, dude, because she's so well known,
Right.
but so well known for speculations.
Right.
Because nothing could be confirmed. This was the 1800s, unless we had a time machine to go back. And
I don't think I'd want to see
Yeah.
all that.
No,
Nah,
absolutely
that's okay.
not. God, no.
1800
but-
would be introduced to guns.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Delphine's
100%.
not getting
we
it.
bring
And
the
not
Kool-Aid
muskets.
drink
No,
shot, dude.
no, modern
Fully
guns.
automatic.
Yeah.
The Great Blasted 9000.
Joris's Great Blast at 9,000, 100%. We
The
bring it
heat
that.
cannon.
Here's what you call an AR-15.
Yeah,
Delphine's
this is
not
an
getting away.
AR-15. Take this, aim it below her brains out, please,
And see,
And
I
keep
don't,
shooting.
and just
And
keep shooting. Keep
I don't think. I mean, I know Marie Laveau would have did it as a punishment to make Madame LaLaurie see her bloodline practically end.
Yeah.
But I think after seeing what she did to her husband, I don't think she's given her eternal life.
No.
Like,
But giving her eternal life and locking her up in a casket in the ground
For
that she can't get out.
200 years.
but see, that's not enough.
That's pretty rough.
Because just,
pretty rough.
I mean, in a casket, yeah, you're
But not
gonna run
really
out of.
believable.
You're not gonna run out of oxygen. But
You're
that's
still not
as
gonna
bad.
die.
But that's not as bad as like, why wouldn't she tie her up with some rocks and throw her into?
Oh,
fucking-
dude, the
into the
funniest,
water over
the
there?
funniest part is
Or put her in
that
an ant pile and let the ants eat her.
where the casket was, like, dude, they literally paved over it. Like,
Yeah.
nobody could hear her screams or anything anymore. But there's also another thing that I'd left out, and I apologize, with the brutal tortures and stuff that she was doing. She would actually cover some of the slaves that the enslaved people that she disemboweled with honey and go and gather ants. And yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
give her eternal life, but throw her to the bottom of Lake Pontchartrain. And
The
just
bottom of Lake
the
Pontchartrain.
bottom
dude.
of it.
The bottom of it.
Because listen,
Put her in one of the columns.
drowning is probably one of the worst deaths
God,
you could
yeah.
do. So imagine not being able to die, just
just
drowning down there forever.
Oh
Not
yeah.
only that, like the pressure of the water just constantly
Crushing
on
you.
your
Yep.
body.
Yep.
Because I mean,
Yep.
sooner or later the water would eat through the rope. But let's just say that's years.
Yeah.
For years, you down there
Drowning.
Just around.
Like,
I don't see the point of giving her immortality just to see like, oh, you're gonna watch your whole bloodline wither away and die. I would think she's heartless for that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
would
she
really-
probably wouldn't even give a crap.
She wouldn't care.
Yeah. And then the weird part, well, not even the weird part about it. The good part about it is, like, with the American Horror Story thing, they really leaned into the Elizabeth Bathory thing. You know, she was using the blood from the enslaved people's pancreases, stuff like that, to make her younger and all of this, live forever, blah, 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 blah. So that played into Marie Laveau giving her the immortality that she's so sought after. And you know, all of this. Well, whenever she was a house servant for Madame Robichaud's, which is an actual place in New Orleans, it is a girls' school, or was a girls' school at one point. There were people of color there, so the tables turned. They did give her hell, you know,
like she
during
deserved.
that. Yeah, exactly. Like she deserved, but she deserved so much worse.
Yeah.
Honestly. So, with that being said, changed hands, like I had said earlier. Gage. One of the people who bought the house. You want to take a wild guess who it was?
I already
It's one of
know-
my favorite actors.
I already know who it is.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to say it?
I would rather not say his name.
Nicolas Cage bought Delphine LaLaurie's house.
Oh my god.
The absolute goblin of a man.
Yes.
Known as Nicolas Cage.
Yep. Nicolas Cage. Dude, the reason why I love Nicolas Cage, that man is so unhinged with everything that he does that it's fantastic. You know?
Would you like to tell them the other reason that Nicolas Cage has close ties with New Orleans, not just buying the LaLaurie mansion?
Oh yeah, with his tomb.
Mhm.
Yeah, so Nicolas Cage has a pyramid in New Orleans. He loves New Orleans so much that when he dies, he wants to be buried in a pyramid.
So he literally got a pyramid.
He literally commissioned someone to build a pyramid in the cemetery.
St. Louis one,
Yeah.
which is hard as hell to get into.
Yeah.
Like just
Dude,
basically.
you
just
have to
first and foremost.
schedule to go there.
Mhm.
Yep.
'Cause
You
all
have
the
to
plots are
schedule and
basically-
pay.
all the plots are basically spoken for and paid for.
Mhm.
He either bought someone's plot or said, "Hey, I'll give you X amount of money,
Mhm.
and you build me this right now."
Pyramid.
Wow.
So he only,
Pyramid.
dude, he only slept in that house like a handful of times. He ended up going bankrupt, you know, this, that, and the other. Dude, he said that house is haunted. And
I'm
I mean
sure it
that.
is.
I mean that with every, you know, exaggeration of every syllable. Haunted, as
All
can
caps.
be.
I'd imagine
Haunted.
it is.
And if Nicolas Cage
Bold.
says it, you have to take it as gospel.
Yes,
Of course.
bold, italics, underline, haunted. It is literally, and I shit you not, if you go and look online, the most haunted houses in New Orleans, number one.
So we taking this to the road.
Dude, I wish I tried to call the realtors that were selling it recently. They just sold the house 2 months
Really?
ago. Yes, they just sold the house 2 months ago.
Wow.
I tried freaking calling them for us to be able to go inside and tour it, and I pretended to be a millionaire wanting to buy this house.
Do you know who I am? I'm the mayor.
Dude, I came up with
Mayor
a whole,
Galliano.
I came up with a whole fake name and backstory and shit.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, dude.
You should have said you were Nicolas Cage's son.
Yeah.
You kind of.
I'm Alec Cage.
Alec Cage.
Nicolas Cage.
Yes.
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage. You know, but yeah, I tried. I really wanted us to be able to go there and film this episode
That'd be
in the
cool.
house. You know, I pulled strings. I got phone numbers with the people that I do know in New Orleans, and no,
Not happening.
every turn, nope. Up, let me grab another snap. Nope,
Denied.
denied.
I'm
Done.
not fucking with this house.
Not happening. Dude, and that's the thing. You could pass by it. Like, I've passed by it countless times, and you could feel, like, the heaviness in the air passing by that house.
Let's go.
We can. I mean, we're lucky enough to only live, like, 45 minutes
Yeah,
from
probably.
New Orleans. You know, if
We're
you
gonna
do
go
that.
take a big selfie with the Delphine
I
LaLaurie
mean,
house.
since it was sold, what's stopping us from just going knock on the door and be like, "Hey, look, you know, we don't mean to like cause you no harm or whatever. We don't mean to bother you, but
Yeah.
we'd really like to tour the house. If you know about it, we'd love to have y'all show us around."
I mean, that would be cool.
Yeah. I mean, they actually live in it, which I don't.
Yeah,
sure
they do. They do. They remodeled the inside, and the inside of it. And I mean, no offense by this, if you own the house and you are listening to this, which I kind of doubt, but if you are the owner of the house, why did you redecorate the inside of the house to look like Andy Warhol threw up throughout the entire house? There's so, dude, the way that they redecorated this house is wild. Like, just super bright colors on the wall, and then you look at the floor and it's like checkerboard. I'm like,
Oh,
bro,
God.
what is, and then you look at the curtains, and the curtains are like crushed purple velvet curtains, and the walls are blood red, and the floor is checkerboard. And then for some reason in the corner, there's like a statue of Venus blowing bubblegum. I'm like,
Sadly enough,
this
that-
is wild.
That kind of sounds like my house I lived in, like before we remodeled it. There was like there was checkerboard tile in the kitchen, red walls, and just like powder blue countertops. It did not work at all.
It just reminds me of like,
80s shit.
Oh
yeah, or
very
like a
much.
90s pizza restaurant, you know?
Old school Pizza Hut.
Yeah. Old school Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
That's what they did to one of her rooms in LaLaurie Manor. You know? And dude, the cool part is like the original tiling and stuff like that at the front door of the house is still there. Like it survived the fire and stuff like that. It's really cool. Like the architecture of it
The
is
fire,
it's a
the
really cool house.
hurricanes.
Yeah. But yeah, it's one of the most haunted houses in New Orleans.
Believable.
Like I'm sure
Believable.
I didn't ask Kyle. Dude,
Yeah, that'd
Kyle
be a
might
question
be
to
our
ask.
in for that.
That might be a question to ask.
Didn't some? I don't remember. I don't know if y'all are. I mean, you know, I'm big into them paranormal hunting shows. If some of them went and investigated the LaLaurie man, I think maybe Ghost Hunters went.
I would.
I mean, if
not
it's
to be.
number
There has to be
one
at
in
least
New
one, yeah.
Orleans,
It
I
has to
would
be.
think.
I would think someone had. Someone had
to.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's like the charity hospital. You know, we can't go to the charity hospital. Please, for the love of God, do not break into the charity hospital. They will destroy you.
We can do it. If you set your mind to something,
Yeah.
and you
Listen.
believe it, you can achieve it.
You can.
You will be destroyed if you achieve that mind.
And then you will see your brain that you believed with on the floor, and then you could see the beliefs physically.
But I'd be inside the hospital.
And look at the beliefs and see
I'd
this
be
is
in a
what
hospital
I'd be
already.
in a hospital.
that is what these
stupid.
beliefs got.
But I'd have made
Yeah,
it.
no, that's everything, at least that I know with Delphine LaLaurie.
Which story? Which ending of the story do you believe?
Definitely not the American Horror Story one.
I think.
Like,
I
at all.
really think that she stayed here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably did.
Somehow
Just
they
went under the
hid
radar
here.
'cause she was exposed.
But the only thing
I'm really confused of what's up with the devil baby. Like,
Yeah,
since
like,
she was
it-
given to her.
and I think
It must have been before she found out that it
like
was.
Gage,
be.
did they say when the first account of the devil baby was? Did you like see anything like that whenever you were doing research? Because if it lines up with the timelines, there might be something that they're missing with the
So
LaLaurie
the only
documentation.
thing that I could remember,
Because if all this shit starts connecting, like,
all it says is
You
like
got a
early-
lot of interwebbing going on.
oh, what?
All it
Yeah.
says is like early 19th century, so it would line up with when
Yeah.
it was active. But
So, I mean-
nothing concrete tying her to. the
So it
devil
was
baby.
in the 1800s
It
whenever
was
she
18
got married to her first husband, right?
Yeah, watch. I'll actually
So it
show
would-
I think
you.
1800. She was 13 years old.
So she'd
First
be
husband.
around 40, and whenever the
So-
1900s came in around,
Her last husband, they
or
were
whatever's the
married.
next one.
They were married in 1925, and it just says 1925 to 1825 to 1849.
That's her third husband.
Yeah, that's her third husband. So if it would have been around 1825 to 1849 that they
Lines up.
first started, then it lines up, you know. Because that's the thing with the research that I did do on Delphine LaLaurie, obviously not her three husbands' names,
Very
because
important- very important detail.
with I don't know, people being disemboweled, you kind of overlook people's names, buddy.
Yeah, probably. Names are pretty important.
Honey and ants, you know.
I need names of all the slaves.
That's like you saying the
Pay
entire story.
respects, Alex.
So when
It's
a
like
bull's
reading the
head on a
entirety
person-
of
Yeah,
like reading the
making him the
entirety of
personal
Harry
Minotaur.
Potter
Without
and
Ron
never
usually.
like never mentioning the name Harry Potter. Oh yeah, it's just the kid with the lightning
mean-
bolt score.
I mean, it's like saying Harry and his two best friends. You mention Hermione, but not Ron. Very
Understand.
important part of the entire story.
Yeah, but the thing is, none of them are notable people
wait,
besides her
Not
third
besides
husband.
her third husband.
Where did her and her husband go to? France?
Paris.
Paris.
Yeah,
Oh.
actually, I want to show y'all the plaque
I was about to
because
say,
I want y'all to see this plaque.
what if she went to Venice and brought all the vampires here?
That was from Paris. The vampires, the casket girls.
It was from Paris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We figured it out.
Oh,
It all
when she came back,
connects.
she brought him with her.
She came back as one of the casket girls.
She did.
Oh,
She is the original casket girl.
that's the original devil baby.
Oh dear lord. Let's see. It's right here. So yeah, right here it says that she died in Paris, France in 1842. Dude, the pictures are horrible.
Yeah, it's 42.
Well, yeah, of course. But, you know, you would think that somebody would have cleaned this up. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Madame LaLaurie.
Why is this missing?
So it's just a piece that would have deteriorated. She died December 7th, 1842 in Paris, France.
What's the one in New Orleans? The plaque in New Orleans?
This is the plaque from New Orleans.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep. That's the one that was in New Orleans. If it's still honestly, I would like to go and see it. I would like for us all to go and see it.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, though. If she would have died in
Paris, France.
Paris, like you said,
Why would they put a plaque in New Orleans?
well, not just that. Like they would have shown records of like, okay, she was killed in Paris. Would she have been buried in Paris, or would they have transported her back here to be buried?
I would assume, because the thing is, they would have had to have transported her body for months.
Yeah. At that time.
Right.
And then at that time,
They didn't embalm
embalming
people.
Was not a thing.
Yeah, I mean, you would just throw lye on them most of the time, you know, and especially in Paris, like the catacombs and, you know.
Or they buried her here, and for some reason they just decided to give her a plaque here because she was originally from here.
Yeah, I mean, she was a aristocratic socialite, you know, so.
Or like a sociopath.
Yeah, there you go.
Wild.
Yeah, so some people even say that she is a serial killer, you know, and I wholeheartedly believe that. You know, she is in fact a serial killer, and I will forever believe that she was one of New
Probably one of
Orleans'
the first.
biggest.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
No,
maybe not one
maybe.
of the first, but
Yeah,
he's definitely one of them.
definitely in New Orleans, like one of the biggest.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
besides the Axeman. You know, like, which the Axeman, we will do an episode on the Axeman. You had found something, Gabe?
Oh, I was just gonna see like when embalming practices were. I mean, embalming goes back
All the way to ancient Egypt.
all the way to
You know?
Egypt,
Yeah.
and I was gonna see like what the practices were in the 1800s. It's feasible if they would have. Sorry, it is feasible if they would have embalmed her in France, transported her, but
It would have been months.
oh yeah,
That they would have to
Oh, yeah.
continuously, you know, the formaldehyde.
But then, like, why would you want to bring something like that back here?
Back to
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
I
like,
wouldn't.
why give her that?
Why give her a
much?
monument?
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot
Well,
of.
someone obviously wanted to give her a plaque, so
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and it could have been her cousin that was the mayor.
Yeah, that's true.
But to
Yeah.
give her that much stuff is showing too high of respect for someone.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
Like, she deserved to be buried in the woods that boar destroyed her.
Yeah.
Like, just stay there.
I
Leave her
don't quite
body.
know
in
if
that.
I believe that story either.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's, like I said, that's speculation.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, that she was disemboweled and eaten by a wild boar. You know, no one truly knows. You
What
know,
was the hunting party she was with? They just she went hunting by herself,
there's no record.
or they just watched her get
You
eaten
know?
because they knew what she did and it was all a plan to get her killed.
Like,
Maybe she
Nick,
got
this is-
disemboweled by a minotaur.
Yeah, we in 2025. This was 1842.
Right?
It's not that long
It's
ago.
not that
dude.
long, man. I mean, you know, not
20
even
years.
200 years ago.
200 freaking years ago, you know?
Bro. A blip in
Like,
space time, bro.
yeah, you know, but yeah, no, it's just a lot of those records. You gotta also think like all the storms, World War I, World War II. You know, a lot of that was lost, especially with, you know, over here hurricanes.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Katrina. Maybe we had, you know, all the records, and Katrina happening. Delphine LaLaurie speculations.
Convenient.
Yeah, schematics, semantics, schematics. You know, it's all good.
Conveniently lost all those.
It sounds very convenient.
Very
Release
convenient.
the files.
Release the LaLaurie files. Also, Epstein didn't kill himself. Anyways,
we are not a political podcast.
He did not.
not at all.
Who's to say though that she didn't escape to France?
Mhm.
maybe she just
Lay low for a little while.
laid low and like
Then-
went to the bayous instead of
And then came down.
staying around.
Princess waves.
Yeah, instead of like staying
Yes.
around
You know.
the New Orleans area, maybe she went to the swamps. Who's to say she didn't come down here to escape?
I mean, then you kind of have to realize that she was this big political or big figurehead that she would want to live that kind of life.
I mean, dude, if she would have came down here, people would have immediately knew how funchok she was.
Yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
know, like
Yeah.
without a doubt.
Unless the mayor,
You
her
grew
cousin,
up in that
just-
kind of lifestyle. I mean, you're not losing.
Yeah.
You know.
No.
unless her
I-
cousin gave her like something that kind of hit her.
Yeah.
It could be.
Or they did like
But then I don't see her being the hidden kind of person.
no.
Yeah,
no,
I don't
no.
see her living like a commoner
No.
for sure.
No, she's definitely gonna live all
Yeah.
artsy fartsy
Yeah.
and you know.
You throw in these big
survive.
parties to have all these people at your house, including, even though they were related, the mayor of New Orleans and all these
Yeah.
high class people. You not living.
You're not
like-
living.
No.
you're not living the quiet
No.
life.
No.
Yo,
You're not coming to the backwoods of the bayou to freaking
No,
live out
Big
your
mystery.
time.
not at all.
I think it's kind of funny if she brought the Casca Girls here
That would be.
Bro.
That would
just
be
to
something.
get back at New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
We need a whole.
I'm gonna bring
board.
some vampires over there for them running.
Get
We need
get
the
the
red
get the
string,
board,
red
get the
string
board
with
with
the-
the red
yeah.
lines.
I apologize. He was the mayor of New Orleans, but her other cousin, who was higher up than he was the governor of the Spanish American provinces of Louisiana and Florida.
Wow.
So she moved to Florida.
So she had not only the mayor of New Orleans,
Fucking the
but
governor.
the governor of the Spanish American provinces of Louisiana and Florida. So even then,
She has a lot of power.
yeah, she
Lot
has
of
a
power.
lot of pull.
Someone like
You
that's
know-
not
No,
living
lay
the
it
quiet
low.
life.
No.
No.
And she
Nothing
would have
about
been
that
able
knows
to
how to lay
probably
low.
buy protection.
And who's to say she really died
So-
in 1842? You said.
Yeah, 1842, December 7th. From what
Who's
the
to say
plaque
that's when
says.
she actually died?
Yeah. I mean, dude, you honestly think that
Stop
she
the
would...
hunt.
You think that she would honestly come down here and eat biganos, bro? There ain't no way.
No.
Ain't no way. She's
No.
going to scrape the biganos on the piling,
No.
bro. There ain't
Nah.
no. Absolutely not.
She sailed to Florida.
Nothing came up with her husband either.
No, like even with her husband, you know, it's like they just poof
Gone.
on speculation.
I think she moved down to Florida. She sailed to Paris, but really went to Florida.
Maybe.
Who's to say? I mean, she has the governor protecting
Yeah.
her.
It's not
And see,
far-fetched.
like,
Yeah.
no, and see, like that's the thing. You know, even with all the research that I might do, Nick might do, all of us might do. If anybody listening to this knows more about it, just tell us about it. You
Yeah,
know,
Absolutely.
Tell us if we got something wrong.
we are
you know,
human. We're
please.
infallible. So
Yeah,
you
of
have
course.
something.
You know, especially with all the different things that we research to give y'all a show. You know, please, like, call us out whenever we're wrong. Tell us, like, hey, you got this wrong. This is actually what happened, and we'll thank you for that.
Absolutely.
Might even do like later on like a
Revise it.
like a
Like a-
revisory
yeah, a
episode.
revised
Yeah, like an
episode.
update.
Yeah.
Of course, you know. And like, I'll get with Kyle, or any one of us could get with Kyle, honestly, about it.
I'm
you
really
know?
curious to see what he has to say about it.
Oh, without a doubt, dude. Like, I want, whenever we do the episode with Kyle, which, dude, we could continue talking about this, which I might just keep this in the episode, but Kyle Crosby, he does Louisiana Dread. He is from Lafourche Parish. He went to the same school that we all went to. You know, we all have mutual acquaintances. What he does for the history of Louisiana is phenomenal.
Yeah.
You know, and Kyle knows a lot. Like, Kyle knows a lot about a lot of different stuff in Louisiana, and I can't wait to have him on and rack his brain.
Yeah.
You know,
Like that would be a really interesting thing to put on his take on that, and most of the shit that we'll cover on here.
yeah. Like, especially with the story about the Sultan.
Yeah.
You had listened to that one
Mm-hmm.
with DSR. Yeah, like he did a whole story about the Sultan that came to New Orleans. that he had a whole house built and his whole harem of women that came with him.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll let Kyle tell that story honestly, you know, without a doubt. But yeah, this has been the Delphine LaLaurie episode of Bayou Channel Zero. And if you are still here, thank you for staying for the whole episode.
You a real one.
Yeah, absolutely. A round of applause for you. Yep.
There it is.
Yep. You are, in fact, a real one. Yep.
Hey. Hey. Don't you have to answer that?
You're live on Drunk Uncle Carl's Shopping Network 24-hour extravaganza. How can I help you?
I'm calling about that exercise kit that you're selling.
Huh?
Man, that exercise that you're throwing the town. I bought one here.
Man, what you doing with it?
Man, so I've been hearing some stuff in my house, and I tried to use it just like you did, and all of a sudden, my closet and my clothes all on fire. I don't know what to do, man. I need some help.
Alright, so what you gotta do is, what you get... Hello? Oh, hello?
Sir, hey, can you hear me? I'm trying to run away from the room right now. I'll call you back.
Hello? Oh, hello? You still there?
I think you hung up, sir.
Oh. Alright, so anyways, what we have here is the perfect product. You have the two-way... You have the two-way crawfish communication device. So what you gotta do with it is, you take it, and they got the crawfish on one side, and you put it in the water like this, and you keep talking until the crawfish come. But if they don't come, then it's not our fault, because this does absolutely nothing, and it's all a sham. So, moving on to the next product for the Drunk Uncle Carl's 24-hour sale palooza extravaganza. We have the moss jar that whenever you look into it, there is a bright light. And what the bright light does is it tells you whether or not they have a hurricane coming, and you know, it oh God.